Still so many unanswered questions tonight, and our team is working to get you answers. Fox Carolina's Jarvis Robertson and Zach Prelutsky live for us out in Spartanburg near Amelia Street, where the investigation is still unfolding at this hour. Let's start with Zach, though. You were at that press conference earlier in the evening with Spartanburg Police, Spartanburg County Sheriff, and the Greenville County Sheriff, all of them coming together as a team to work this case.
Yeah, Cody and Tori, well, there are still a lot of questions as to what exactly happened and why, but we do know that SLED, the Greenville County Sheriff's Office, Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office, and Police Department have been on the scene here for hours near Howard Street after multiple people were shot.
Very scary situation for us, obviously, because we work right next door to Cleveland Park. Normally, the park itself is really nice and calm, and a lot of families are here. So for this to have happened was definitely a shocker to all of us.
That's how Mateo Lopez describes the scene that unfolded next to his work near Cleveland Park in Spartanburg Thursday afternoon.
The sheriff's office was getting ready to do a SWAT hit on something else. We had a lot of deputies that were right there into the squad room getting debriefed about what we were going to do. Call come out from the city to help. Everybody obviously bails out and goes help. When we get there, that's when everything transpired with the shootings.
The suspect in this case, a man who was known to law enforcement, then ran into a nearby house while law enforcement surrounded the area. Our crews on scene could hear multiple loud bangs before that scene was contained just before 5:30 in the evening.
We knew who he is. We know who he is. I don't know what started it. I mean, it's a crazy thing, but we just don't know what started it.
The Greenville County Sheriff's Office has taken over the investigation, and SLED agents from Columbia arrived to the scene by helicopter. And again, it's still very early in this investigation as we continue to try and confirm details about this incident and the identity of that suspect. Coming up tonight at 11, we'll share how the quick action of another law enforcement officer helped that deputy after he was shot. For now, reporting live in Spartanburg, Zach Prelutsky, back to you guys.
Zach, thank you. And as you can imagine, a chaotic situation this afternoon. We brought it to you as breaking news for 2.5 hours. And we want to map this all out for you just to give you some perspective. And you could see just how close these scenes are between North Cleveland Park Drive and Amelia Street, less than half a mile apart between that first shooting and then where the standoff took place, about a 5-minute walk. Zach mentioned a helicopter landing there at the Piedmont Fairgrounds. And this is a look at that when Chief of SLED Mark Keel arrived from Columbia to assist with this case. He was out at that scene on Amelia Street. That's where Fox Carolina's Jarvis Robertson has been for us all afternoon. Jarvis, what can you tell us tonight about this investigation at this hour?
Well, Victoria, much of the afternoon, Howard Street was closed off, but since then it has been reopened. You can see we do have a couple of cruisers right here with their lights on, but if you look right here down Amelia Street, this is where most of those officers are focused at this very moment. They do have their mobile command center out along with their tape surrounding the home. We can't see the actual home where they're at, but again, that is the very location where they're at. Now, taking a look at some of the video, you can see just how big the law enforcement presence was here. We're talking about Spartanburg County, City, SLED, SHIP, and also Greenville County, all here involved in this investigation. Officers have been talking to neighbors and witnesses in the area, piecing together information for their investigation. Now, we were able to see some SWAT team members in full gear moving in and around this scene while all of this was going on. Residents in the community coming home to see that chaos. Also, there were little kids who were outside playing, just going about their normal day. Now, I did have a chance to ask one neighbor what he heard going on.
Like 40, 50 shots fired, and I thought it was fireworks because they've been shooting them up the last few days up in this area. And I was checking the stew beef, and because I'm cooking dinner for my wife, and I came to the front door, and there was police everywhere.
I know we by Cleveland Park where the kids play, okay, and it's very, very devastating because, you know, the kids come here daily. We turn this road often, and to see this happening is very sad, you know, and prayers to the family.
Now, there are so many elements to this case, and it's still unclear just how long officers are going to be on scene. Now, back here live, the threat to this area, this neighborhood, has been over for the last several hours. At this very moment, we still have several questions that need to be answered by law enforcement. Once we get those, we're certainly going to push those answers out to you, because this narrative, this presence from law enforcement, there's a lot that still needs to be explained at this hour. Cody, Victoria, back to you.